I'm really excited about the card that I have for you guys today. I'm not sure if you guys have used the Share A Milkshake before, but I'm really excited. So for those of you who have not been to something in person, or found me before, my name is Jill with Flourishing Finishes, and this card was a super fun one that we did recently at a team meeting, and I wanted to take a closer look to do it with you guys today. So let's check it out. So, I don't know if you've seen the Share A Milkshake. A lot of people don't know what to think of it, don't know if they'll like it. I will have to tell you that I think it is the most fun stamp set ever. Like, I don't know, but you can see it's pretty fun. I have used some of these other ones, but obviously not with red. So the only ones that are really stained to show you just how much we're using them is a wonderful thing. And I can hear some of my fun stamping friends and team members probably fussing at my colored things. I have a lot of friends in my life that have a lot of really cool techniques about having like skills to get all the stains off, but in my busy life I just embrace my stains and I love them and feel like it's a sign that we use them well. Anyway, back to the fun, you're the cherry on top. I thought this card was super fitting with 4th of July right around the corner. Not sure, I think where everybody lives it's hot and ice cream is fantastic. So this card is kind of like a fun fold. I mean, I don't know if fun folds have to be like more than one fold. Anyway, it's different. It's not your typical card, but it is very similar to it. So in that, we need to have a white base, and the base is going to be 7.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4. So really, the bottom portion is the same. We're really just taking off, like an inch, but you have to make sure you score in the right spot, or your card's just going to kind of be smaller. It's not going to be like we're wanting it to be. So once you kind of have that, you can set it aside. We have, why did my mind go blank on what this is called? Petal pink. I don't know where my mind went. Petal pink paper. Clearly the only word I know right now is and I'm not sure why. So we have petal pink paper. We have one that is 5 1/4 by 4, and then we have another piece that's 3 by 5 1/4. And as you see, it's because we're going to use one on the inside and one on the outside. What I want to do before we start getting into anything else is just know that we need to have our pink ink and we need to have a brush. Okay, so get those things and then let's set it aside. We're kind of getting everything we need before we go to town. So then we begin to do everything else. Share A Milkshake has some framelets. I did not keep the framelets with me for the video, but if you go ahead and get them out, you're going to need 2 white cherries, 2 early espresso chocolate pieces, 2 scoops in white, and then 2, what are these things called? Cones in crumb cake. So we can go ahead and we can get all that kind of die cut out, and then we can go ahead and set those aside. We are then going to use stylish shapes, and we are going to cut 4 of the small. I think they're the smallest. I again did not keep them out. Hold on, because I do have them nearby, so I can tell you. So let's see. They're not very pretty, y'all. Well, this is my life. Chaos and clutter and mess. Okay, so yes, 4 of the smallest, and then 4 I don't know if we needed 4. We only needed 3. We cut an extra one just in case. Of the third from like, take the smallest and go up 3. And we need 3 of those. So all in white. So we can go ahead and cut those and kind of set it aside. So now we kind of have everything we need. I got to put this back really fast before my helper wonders what I do with it. We have everything that we need. So now we can begin. I'm actually going to do this last. So I'm going to take real red and the cherry, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp all 4 of the cherries. And then I'm going to go ahead and set them aside. And then I'm going to take the 2 cherries that I have cut out, and because it's nice and clear, I'm going to just stamp right over it onto my white. So there we go. Oh, why I have the red, I'm going to take one of my bigger circles and put the cherry on top on it. So now I no longer need the red. I can kind of put it aside along with all these things that I'm done with. So now I need to go ahead and stamp one of these. I decided to have 1 strawberry ice cream and 1 vanilla ice cream. By all means, you can have whatever you'd like. But there we go. Now, actually, while I have this out, I'm going to kind of put this over all my pieces. And I need to bring back out these. When I bring back these out, I'm also going to bring my ink and my brush to make it just textured. I felt like ice cream has different layers of color. So if it was really going to look like ice cream and not feel so perfect, it needed to have just some color to it. So it doesn't really have to be a lot. You can do darker, lighter. You don't even have to do this step if you don't want. But I did feel like it needed something. So okay. There we go. So now we can go ahead and put that aside. So really, all we need, can that still be seen, is all of our pieces to put it together, okay? Oh, I think I forgot a piece. We need 1 more white piece, 3 by 5. So inventory all your pieces, finish up anything that you need, because now is a good time to make sure we have it all. Okay, there we go. So I left the inside of my card blank because I felt like this could be like an encouragement, a birthday, kind of anything really. Not anything, but a lot of things. So the trick of this is that I did make sure that like it's not seen from the flap. So I don't know if you guys saw how I kind of lined it up, then lined it up, and then just made sure. This goes on the front. And now we can have all the fun part of the stuff. So I lay everything down because I don't really know what I'm going to think. I wanted to make sure there was dimension in different places. I definitely want my cherries to be turned in different directions. We'll just start with that. The cute little cupcakes. These aren't cupcakes. What are these called again? Cones. Is that they will only fold over one way. If you try to fold them over the other way, they'll get stuck. So just pay attention to that and go ahead and fold those up. I think I always want to fold it the wrong way until it like gets stuck. Okay. I go ahead and put the ice cream in first. When I put the ice cream in, I basically put it in until you can't see any tan behind it, because you don't want, obviously, there be a gap between the bottom of this and the top of this. And then I probably should have got the glue out anyway, but little glue for the chocolates. Super cute. I hope you guys can notice, like, even though there's a lot of pieces, it really comes together so super quickly. Like I said, we did this for a team meeting. This was actually one I helped a team member with, and it was just so cute and fun. It does come together quickly and looks super cute, but even with all of its pieces, it's not tedious. I do recommend waiting for it to dry, but okay. So then once we kind of have everything, I begin to add more. I find it interesting that, I guess I went darker on my original sample, but that's okay. I guess it shows you if you go a little heavier, if you go to a little lighter. What I then begin to do is I then begin to assemble the tops. I get these in the center of the circles, so then no matter where I want to put it, the circle is going to be centered. And then everything can go around it, because, you know, these pieces can only go so many places. Oh, okay. Clearly my brain is just not all there yet. I always kind of heard people talk about like chemo brain and different things, and I never really understood it. I guess they kill brain cells when they're killing other things, but I can kind of feel it because I feel very dumbfounded a lot. Hence all the millions of ums. So when you feel like you like what you're doing, mind you, you have my sample, but you don't, so you can do whatever you want. My personality is like trying to get it to look exactly like that, and it doesn't have to. Begin assembling however you'd like. I do the cones first because I want to pop up the cherries. I do not pop these up because they have kind of a lot of layer of their own. I do not pop up the cherry on top, but I do have to make sure that I only put adhesive where I want it, because I have decided to allow that to flap. Oops. Again, I did not think that through. I wanted to show you the flap that I allowed and forgot. So I wanted to let some of these hang off a little. So I could have even put this a little bit off more. I did on this one to just give a little dimension. So then that also kind of speaks as to why I want a cherry to kind of be on this side. So when it opens, there's still something a little bit right here. Mind you, you could have stamped some things in here too. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but that is the beauty of making it your own. Now, cherries in lots of directions is the next thing. And then I want to get dimensionals. To then put them on. I wonder how many people likes cherries. I absolutely love cherries like this. My husband absolutely does not. But I don't think I've ever asked people. These are a different kind of like, well, one, they're sweetened, I guess. But even like regular cherries with pits and stuff, like I feel like cherries aren't, they're either like a love-hate. A lot of people don't eat them or people love them. Okay, so here we go. How did yours turn out? I hope you guys like it. If you have any variations, I would love to see. And until next time, I hope you flourish.